kids, it's me, Toni Homeperm, the singing diva of Long Island. If you enjoy videos where you get to see me create a fabulous drag look, well then guess what? You've tuned into the right channel. Now today I decided to create a look using a new palette to my collection. It's the Beauty Bay 16 pan Midnight palette. It's really not a very new release. I'm going to show you the inside of the palette. It's a beautiful purple and blue palette. They came out with a series of these a few months ago. They had the blue, the green, and the berry. And the blue and the green had 3 different sizes. There was a 42 pan, this 16 pan, and I believe a 9 pan in the blue and the green. The berry only had the 16 and the 9, and it was a very confusing release. And when I saw them, I said, I'm not going to get them. I felt like I have plenty of monochromatic palettes in my collection. I don't need it. But then Beauty Bay was having a really, really good sale, and these 16 pan palettes were only $8. And I was like, and I went ahead and did it. So I also got the 16 pan berry palette and the 16 pan earthly palette. That's the green one. And I also grabbed this one, which was not part of that launch, but they've had it in their collection for a while, the fiery palette, which is more neutral tones. So I have all these 4 palettes, and like I said, they were only $8 each. I decided against going for the 42 pan palette with the blue and the green, because it seemed to me there were a lot of repetitive tones in the 42 pan size, and just lately I just have not been into really big palettes, so I felt like the 16 pan size was a nicely curated color story in each one. And also the 42 pan of the earthy palette, which is the green one, this one, in the 42 pan size, they had all those brown and orangey tones, which I felt I would have with this, with the fiery palette. So I figured if I got that 16 pan green and this 16 pan neutral one, it was basically all I would need if I had the 42 pan green palette. Does that make any sense? I don't know. It made sense in my head. Needless to say, I thought $8 for the 16 pan palettes was a really good deal, and so I grabbed them. And today, the look that I created, I did using this, the blue palette, the Midnight palette. Let me show it to you again. Here it is. Now, I didn't swatch this one. There are so many videos from quite a few months back of other creators swatching these palettes. You can find them here on YouTube, and I just thought it wasn't really necessary for me to swatch it. And generally the Beauty Bay formula is really good. I have quite a few of their palettes, and I've never had an issue with them or a problem. So I knew going in I was going to be happy with it. Okay, I do want to say through this video I've got my AC running. It's almost June. It's very warm. It was very warm today, and I thought I would be able to film without the AC on, but it ain't happening. It ain't happening. And once you've got all this drag makeup on and a wig and everything else, it's hot. It's hot. Drag is a very hot profession in more ways than one. You know, I prefer it not to be sweaty. So, yeah, so please excuse the sound of the AC in the background, but it is what it is. By the way, tonight's look is what I will be wearing on tonight's episode of Naughty or Nice that I'm filming with my good friend Alexis Flame. We have a very special guest, Tatiana Monet, on, and it's going to be a fun kiki, and I don't know what drove me to create this very pink and purple and shiny blue look, but something just overtook me, and this is what popped out. So I think I'm happy with it. So that's really all that I have to tell you. Why don't I just roll the tape back in time and show you how I created this look today using the Beauty Bay Midnight 16 Pan palette. Stay tuned. Okay, so I had to do a little bit of a restart because I didn't have my microphone on. Fortunately, I only was filming for about 2 minutes when I realized. Anyway, glue the eyebrows, base foundation, eyeshadow primer down, a little bit of tape. We're going in with this color Voodoo from the Beauty Bay Midnight 16 Pan palette, and I think that brings us up to date as far as what I was just doing for the past few minutes when I was talking and the microphone was not on. So there you have it. So I want to do a nice dark crease. You all know how that's what I like. I like a dark crease that I can get a nice defined lid space, and this is going on very nicely, very pigmented. Look at that. It's just a few minutes work. I was saying when I thought I was recording, the last video I did, I used the SheGlam Gemini palette, and it had a dark purple in it, but pigmentation on that really doesn't compare to this. I do really like the Beauty Bay eyeshadow formula. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Let me do the other side, and then we're going to start blending it all out. Okay, so I did both sides with Voodoo. Now I think I'm going to jump into this color called Lavender, which is a really nice lavender color. I thought I might jump into the color Iris, but I think that's too much of a grape purple for this look. So I think lavender is the way to go. I have my Naughty or Nice show tonight. That's the internet variety show that I do twice a month with Alexis Flame. Our guest tonight is Tatiana Monet, and it's always a fun time. It's like three friends having a three-way conference call, I guess, is the best way to describe it. It's always a lot of fun. Tonight should be no exception. Okay, that's looking good. And I think now I'm gonna then blend that out with, what is that color called? With this color, Catch. Let's try that. That all blended out really nicely into each other. So I think all I really need to do is just go back in with those 3 shades of purple and just, you know, refine the blend and cut the crease. So I'm going to do all that off camera and the other eye, and I'll be right back after that. Okay, I'm back. I continue to work on the blend. I think it looks pretty good. I cut my crease. First by removing pigment with some oil-free makeup remover and a Q-tip, and then went over it with my ColourPop white concealer. And we just gotta fix up these outside edges a little, just make them a little nicer. Even though I'll be going over the lid area with something else. But let's dip back into a little bit more of Voodoo. Also, I took the tape off. It was annoying me. I'm just gonna soften that edge. I'll probably continue to work on it a little more. I don't know, I thought about putting in a little bit of black there, but I don't know if I need to. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, and just a little bit more on this side too. I think I want to go in on the lid with one of these really beautiful blue shimmers, but I want to have a base for it. I think we're going to go over the cut crease area with this color called Mist right here, this really light blue, and then go over that with some glitter primer, and then one of these shimmers. But I want to set something down as a base first. That actually doesn't even look bad, just the way it is. If I did some liner work and maybe just darken the crease a little bit more. I think I will have to darken the crease a little bit more on this side, but looking really nice. Alright, I'm gonna set some glitter primer down. Okay, I've got the glitter primer set down, and now I want to jump into this color called Sky, this really beautiful light blue shimmer. I want to put that over the entire lid area, and I may go in with one of the darker shimmers on the outside edge too, but let's just see what happens. Let's see how it looks. I think that looks pretty good. I think I'm happy with it. And I think I'm going to go in with, do I want to go in with the color Bubbles, that one, or Potion? I think Potion. Okay, so I'm going to put some of Potion here on the outside edge. Okay, I think that looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. Okay, so I'm going to do the same on the other side, and I think I do need to just darken like that line of the crease, and do a little bit of liner work, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I completed both eyes, a little bit more blending, darkening of the crease, and just a little bit of liner work just for some definition. And now all that's really left to do is just some color on the under eye, and that's pretty much it for the eyes. So I'm going in with that darkest purple called Voodoo. I really like this color. It's a really, really beautiful, intense purple. And it like acts almost as a black without having to go into a black. And there is a black in the palette, which I could have used, but I really didn't feel like I needed to. Okay, and then that lavender color, I'm gonna use some of that. And then that other purple that we used before called Catch. So I'm just using the same colors on the bottom of the eye that I used on top. And it's pretty much all that I want to do. A bit more of the purple. And yeah, I really like how that looks. Okay, so I'm gonna finish up the other eye and do everything else that I need to complete the look, and I'll be right back with the finished look. Stay tuned. And I'm back, and here it is, the finished drag look. What do you all think? Now, of course, I know you're wondering, what did I do when I went off camera? Well, of course, there was my normal drag contouring and highlighting. Although I do have to admit, I've been doing the contouring darker and the highlighting brighter, just trying it out. And I think I like how it looks. I think I'm happy with it. Now for blush, I went into my Chaotic Cosmetics Bangin' Blush palette, and I knew I was going to be wearing this really, really bright pink wig, so I went in with this color, Flustered. It's a really beautiful pink blush, and I think it looks really nice on the cheeks, and I always work it into the forehead contour too, and I think it gives a nice blush on the face. For the upper cheek highlight, which I think you can see it right there, I grabbed my BH Cosmetics Blacklight Highlight Palette, and I used this color Illusion, which I don't know. I don't think I really have ever used it that much, and I just thought it would be something nice for a change. That's it on the finger. You can see it's I mean, all the highlights in this palette are just so beautiful. It really is one of my favorite highlight palettes. On the lip, I went for something that's old school Toni-HOMEPERM. I used to do pretty much this exact same lip almost all the time. And what it is, it's a combination of KVD liquid lipstick. I think this is the color Love. Is it LUV or just Love? But it's sort of a purpley pink color. And then on the inside, this other KVD liquid lip, and that's called Backstage Barbie. And also then just a little bit of white liquid lip on the very inside. And I think it makes a really nice color, and it has a really nice ombre, and it makes the lips look really full. And overall, I have to say, I'm really, really happy with this look, and I love how the eyes look. I thought it would be a nice contrast to have the purple and the really bright, sparkly blue shimmer on the lids with all this pink, and I think I really like it. I think I'm happy with this look. It's something different. I don't think I've ever done something exactly like this before, and yeah, I'm really happy with how it came out. So all in all, what are my thoughts on this Beauty Bay Midnight 16 pan palette? I have to say, I really like it. I should probably compare it to my other Beauty Bay palette, the Book of Magic. I mean, I think there are some similarities, but I think other people have done videos and they say it's not really that similar. I think they have a similar vibe. But all in all, I have to say, I'm really happy with it. The formula is really good. The mattes are really good. They're very pigmented, very blendable. The shimmers, I mean, look at that blue shimmer. It's really beautiful. And yeah, I'm happy that I got the palette, and I like how it looks. I don't know if I would do this look to perform on stage. The purples would work fine, but the shimmer, I don't know if I would do this for a performance look. I mean, I could, but I don't think I would. But all in all, I still really like the palette, and the mattes are really, really beautiful. The shimmers are beautiful, and yeah, I'm glad I got it. Now, if you like this video, then please hit the like button down below, and as long as you're clicking on the like button, might as well click on the subscribe and the notification bell. This way YouTube will tell you every time one of my new videos comes out. You can always catch me on my weekly podcast, God, I'll Get You for That, Walter. That's the show I do with Tom Cat. We review episodes of the 1970s sitcom Maude, which starred B. Arthur. We talk about the episode. We talk about what things were like in the 1970s, how things have changed, and in many ways, how they've still stayed the same. But we do it with a lot of laughs along the way. There's also my Naughty or Nice internet variety show that I do with the horror diva, Alexis Flame. I'll be filming that tonight with this look, so be on the lookout for that. And of course, the information for all my shows, merchandise, everywhere to find me, Toni Homeperm, on social media, all listed down below. Well, kids, that is all I have for you today. I've got to do some TikTok stuff and get ready for this evening's episode of Naughty or Nice. So I look forward to seeing all of you again in the next video. Bye-bye.